It's the middle of the 12th century, and the village of Woolpit in England is about to change forever. From out of nowhere, two children with green skin appear. They speak an unknown language and will only eat raw broad beans. The children, a brother and sister, appear otherwise normal. Eventually, they learn to eat other food and lose their green colour. Unfortunately, the boy becomes ill and dies. The sister learns English and explains that she and her brother came from a strange land where the sun never shined. Everything else was green. Did this really happen? According to a chronicler called William of Newburgh, one day in harvest time in the reign of King Stephen, the villagers of Woolpit discovered two children, a brother and a sister, beside one of the wolf pits that gives the village its name. Their skin was green, they spoke a foreign language, and wore unfamiliar clothes. A Cistercian abbot called Ralph of Coggeshall wrote that the children were taken to the manor house of Sir Richard de Carne. The children refused to eat anything except raw broad beans, which they ate eagerly. The children eventually adapted to normal food, and their green colour eventually disappeared. The children were baptized. However, the boy, who was sickly, soon died. After learning to speak English, the sister explained that they came from a place called St. Martin's Land. The sun never shone, and it was twilight all the time, and everything was green. The girl said they could not account for their arrival in the village. One day they were herding their father's cattle when they heard a loud noise. According to William, it was a sound similar to the bells of the Bury St. Edmund's Abbey. The children then found themselves near the wolf pit. Not surprisingly, modern academics cannot agree on the children's story. According to one historian, St. Martin's Land refers to the village of Fornham St. Martin near Bury St. Edmunds, the scene of a battle between the troops of King Henry II and Flemish rebels. The children were Flemish immigrants and fled the fighting to Woolpit. Their green skin colour could be attributed to chlorosis, or green sickness, a dietary deficiency. Another historian disagrees. A man such as Richard de Carne would have recognised the children were speaking Flemish, and it is likely that many of the contemporary population would have had the same disease and also appeared green. Despite the numerous theories, it is unlikely we will know for sure where the children came from and how they ended up in a sleepy English village almost 1,000 years ago.